Okay, before you begin this lesson, make sure that you have completed step-by-step 1.1. You don't ever want to work ahead as each lesson, each step-by-step in the lesson builds on each other. So if you skip over a step-by-step, you might miss some important information or steps. This begins on page 4 at the bottom, identifying parts of the open screen. Again, when you're watching these demonstrations, we don't actually perform anything on the computer until we get to the step-by-step, and I'll point that out when we reach that part of the lesson, the part of the step-by-step. Look at the top of page 5. You're going to want to know each of those elements. So you'll need to know what this button is called. You'll need to know what this entire part of the top of the screen is called. You'll need to know what this little section up here is called. You'll need to know what this blinking line right here is called. You'll need to know what this bar down here is called. You'll need to know what each of these buttons are called and what they're for. And you'll need to know what this section of this bar down at the bottom is for. Okay, so now we're in understanding document views. So let's stay here for a moment. You have 5 ways to view a document on the screen, and once again, make sure you understand what each of these views is for. Okay. Page 6, inserting text and understanding word wrap. One of our vocabulary words is the insertion point. Earlier I told you what you needed to know what this blinking line is here. That is your insertion point. That is where the text begins to appear as you type. So starting at the bottom of page 6, we are now going to perform the step-by-step 1.2. And step 1 says type the following text. As you type, watch how the words at the end of the lines wrap to the next line. If you type a word incorrectly, just continue typing. You'll learn how to correct errors later in this lesson. So you're going to type what's in bold underneath the paragraph after step-by-step 1.2. Okay. Step 2 says press the Enter key. The insertion point skips a line and appears blinking at the left margin as shown in figure 1-2. So basically what word wrap means is that as I got to this end of the line, you'll notice it automatically came over here based on my margins settings. And when we press Enter, it forces it to go to the next line. Now on step 3 at the top of page 7, type the following text and press Enter at the end of each paragraph. Yes, I know I made a mistake. Okay, I have a couple mistakes there. You leave your mistakes if you make any. Step 4 says to leave the document open for the next step-by-step. You have now completed step-by-step 1.2. If you don't think you have enough time to finish the step-by-steps today, it's important that you save your work. When the book has not yet told you what file name to use, you can use whatever you want. But make sure that you resave it later to whatever the book tells you to call it. And now you're ready to go on to step-by-step 1.3. Good job. Starting with this step-by-step, make sure that you call me or one of my assistants over to check you off each step-by-step. Don't move on to the next one until you've been checked off, because it builds. And sometimes we can't tell that you've done the last one if we don't check it off. So once again, do not move on to step-by-step 1.3 until you call me or my TA to come over and look at your screen and check you off. And thank you.